So, my acne journey started severely when I was just 14 years old. I went to the doctor and he prescribed me day and night cream and Accutane. I had zero clue what the drug was called. All I knew back then was if you're pregnant or you're planning to get pregnant, then you should not consume the pill. I've always had acne throughout my schooling life, and sometimes it aggravates and other time it calms down because I'd usually try some new product and it'll help for a bit, but it's never for the long term. I'd say early 2018 was when my skin started to get severe all over again. All I knew back then was I didn't want to get on the pills, Accutane anymore. A friend of mine recommended me PRP, microneedling, and I gave that a shot. This is a picture right after the first session. I was told that my skin was going to purge until it stops purging. Well, I was hopeless at that point of time and I was desperate for a cure. And this is right after the second session. My skin was flaring up like mad. And then I decided to quit it because I realized that there was just no way forward with this method. And here I'm back with another round of Accutane. This was probably my second or third time on it. I've lost count, to be honest. Usually when I'm on Accutane, my skin dries up. I will have digestive issues, and this time, when I went to the washroom, I would bleed. Just going through this caused me anxiety attack on one of the days, and that was one experience I can never forget. Throughout this whole time, I've had to go to my uni for classes as usual, and then I had my internship. After my internship ended, my skin finally cleared again. But of course, I was never really heeding the problem, but just covering the symptoms with all these medications and products. So after graduation, my skin was flaring up all over again. I then went to the Ayurvedic center and spent lots of money over there. Applied some paste, tried aloe vera on my skin. Nothing really worked. And then I suddenly got into medical medium and got both Anthony Williams books. I was really into it for a few months. I was celery juicing every single morning. So I was drinking 60 ounces of celery juice, followed by 60 ounces of lemon water. Well, if you're someone who wants to lose some weight, then this is something you should try out because I lost a few kgs when I didn't even have that much to begin with. Initially, I did see celery juice helping, but it wasn't for long until my acne came back. And it came back a lot. I thought I was doing it all right. What was the problem? I decided to then try another product that was all over the media and promoted itself to being natural. But that just made it worse. I had no other choice and forced myself to go to the doctor again, and I got prescribed Accutane again for just 2 weeks. My skin dried up. I was feeling extremely unhappy during that time because I know I'm putting my body at risk. It was the last week of 2019, and it was also the same time my 2-week Accutane prescription finished. I was supposed to go back to the clinic for more, but guess what? I decided to give up, and I wanted to start 2020 with zero skincare products, zero medications, and zero dermatologist appointments. I was genuinely very happy because I know I chose my health over the rest, despite my skin's condition. In just a week or two, I already saw a big difference. My dried skin became soft again, my skin flattened. I just lived a better lifestyle and my body took care of me. It shooks me until right now for what I did to get to where I am. And I'm just wowed that the answer was so simple, but we humans just make everything so complex. So, what did I do to clear my acne? First point, it is early sleep. Sleeping early is so important, and if you remember, we had our very first lockdown last year. At that point of time, I was working from home for a few months, and then once the lockdown was lifted, I went back to the office. So during the time I was at home, working from home, my skin was flaring up like crazy, and I didn't understand why. But after I went back to work, and I got to the routine of traveling to work, back and forth, and I saw my skin improved a lot. And then I realized that one thing I was doing different once I started to work was I woke up very early, around 6 a.m. every morning, and by the time I came back home, I was already very tired, so I sleep early, around 8 to 9 p.m. and the cycle repeated every day like that. And then I noticed my skin was just improving really quick. Then I found out that sleep was the main reason why my skin was just healing so quick. Yeah, and I also noticed that even when I don't get enough sleep, or if I sleep a little after 12 a.m., my skin will break out. So the second most important point is to allow your skin to breathe and not constantly use products that would only help to cover the symptoms but not the actual problem. So you might have already seen the video before that only when I decided to stop all products, all medications, everything, that's when my skin started to heal. You don't need to spend lots of money just to get that one product that you think can help your life. Yeah. And my third point, it is to avoid your trigger food. So every single one of us, we have a list of, or maybe several food that we can't eat because it affects our skin. So in my case, I cannot eat a bunch of food, which is like chocolates, nuts, eggs, cake, muffin, fried stuff, oily stuff, junk food. So whenever I eat this food, I will actually get acne. And I already found this out ever since I was young. And since schooling days, I've always avoided or tried my best to avoid all this food. It wasn't easy in the beginning, but the more I practiced, the more I tried to stay away from it, it became easier. So it's a little sad because I love sweet stuff, I love chocolates, I love all this stuff, but I can't eat them. But I do have other options right now that I'm replacing it with, which is fruits. So if you really know me, then you will know that I'm really into fruits, and especially watermelon. And I will not go a day or two without it at most. Like, I'm always having it if you see me at home. That's my kind of junk food. All of our bodies are different, and so my trigger food isn't necessarily your trigger food, and you might have different trigger food. I also don't encourage you to try to Google about this or ask people around you, but I would tell you to just try to discover it yourself. Initially, I did think of taking tests that tells me that what's my trigger food and what's my food sensitivity, but I don't think that is necessary. I think that we can find out our trigger food by ourselves, by our own experiment. And also try not to cut food out of your diet. If it's something that affects you, then cut it. But if it does not affect you, then keep eating it. Because initially I avoided lots of food because I saw online that I shouldn't be eating those, and those are like acne triggering food. So I followed that and I had very limited options to eat. So I will encourage you to not listen to people, but listen to yourself, listen to your own body and make the right decision. And gut health, it's very important. So you need to make sure you eat all this food that will help you flush toxins off your body, like watermelon, papaya, celery juice, cucumber juice, whatever that flushes off toxins of your body, then that's good to eat. It doesn't just help your skin, but it helps your weight, it helps your health in general. And lastly, is the fourth point now, to not care much if your skin ever breaks out, and to just diligently follow the first 3 steps I mentioned above. But the topmost point is definitely early sleep. Early sleep is like a magic pill. That it's interesting. So people always tell me that acne is going to go away when you're 20 something, or when you're about the age to get married, then you can't find it anymore. It's something that only teenagers have. I don't think that's true, or at least from my experience, because so it's not like as if my acne is completely gone now and I will never have scars, or I'm never gonna have acne. That's not the truth. I'm still having it. I still have it here and there, but I already know what the magic pill is. And I just want you to know that this is not a one-time solution that will fix the problem, but it's a daily commitment. It's all about your daily life choices. I'm not trying to be an aspiring YouTuber. I'm just trying to get this message across to as many people, because I know how emotionally and mentally someone can get disturbed by just by having acne, and I want to help them some way by getting this message across. It's a topic that is very close to my heart because it's something I've gone through all my life. And that's about it. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Yeah, so before I end this video, I wanted to share something with you. The worst thing about having a skin condition is that people feel like they have the need to give unsolicited advices to you and judge you or sympathize with you. I understand that some people are just concerned and they want to help, but in the process of doing that, you're actually causing more pain to the person. Just in case you don't know. So talking about my own experience, many people have came to me and offered suggestions, offered advices, but that was not making me feel better. That was just making me feel like I'm different than the rest. I already know it myself that I have a skin condition. If you really want to help them, then you should not point it out to them or offer advices or anything like that, because I'm pretty sure they're already trying 101 ways to heal whatever that they want to heal. You know, that's the best advice I can give to you. Yeah. Getting hungry already. So that's about food. What else? Third point. No, that's not the third point. That's all. Sleep, it's food, it's products, and it's